What's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. I forget to take the sip before I start talking, then I got to interrupt, and it's weird. But anyway, we're in for a very good match today, and I'll tell you why. Two enemies, they hate each other, have faced off in multiple times. This is like the millionth time they're facing off. But it's the first time they're doing it. In the realm of Fandom Fights, we have Caleb Boatman, former team's champion, going up against Cameron Redshaw. Interesting fact about these two. If you take a look at the rankings, and you sort of scan the bottom half of the rankings, and you look at the accuracy, the percentage accuracy, you'll see a lot of 50s, you'll see a lot of 60s, but you'll see two glaring outliers. You'll see a 74% accuracy that belongs to Caleb Boatman, and you'll see a 78% accuracy that belongs to Cameron Redshaw. Two people who are clearly very good at the game have both found success in teams who are looking to turn that success into singles. So I'm excited to see what happens. They get along just fine, so it should be a nice, friendly, fun match. But let's see what they have to say in the promos.
So I guess I'm back in Fandom Singles since my heart was broken and my world was destroyed by Jack Pinchuk. So hopefully we'll have some better results today. I didn't know that accuracy stat was real. That seems wrong to me. I'm excited to play Boat today. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I just had 2 shots of Captain Morgan, so this will be a good time.
Hi. I don't want to play Doc. It's super fun to learn that we're the 2 outliers in accuracy, and one of us has to go home with a loss. That's fun. Yeah. Bye.
We're back from the promos. As I said, very kind, very, very fun. I'm excited to see Tipsy Doc. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a fun time. But without further ado, let's move into the match. Here's how the match is going to work. We're going to start with round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the question, they'll have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1? All right, then. Your first question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Captain America: Civil War? I would argue this is a top 5 fandom film. Everyone would disagree with me, but that's okay. I can live with it. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Is it Hugh's brother, Henry Jackman?
And Redshaw.
I went with one of the other fill in the blanks, Brian Tyler.
Henry Jackman is correct. And when you said Hugh's brother, I thought you meant like the director. And I was like, I don't think so. But we'll move to the second question. It's 1-0. We'll move to the second question, which comes to the category of Disney animation. What specific type of animal brings Dumbo to Mrs. Jumbo at the beginning of the film, Dumbo? That was a lot of mumbo jumbo. I really wasn't even, like, I was trying to think of another word, but like there's a lot of umbos in there. He, she, me, wumbo. The study of wombology? It's first grade. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Redshaw.
Stork.
And Boatman.
Stork.
Stork is correct. Boatman leads 2-1 as we get to the third question, which comes in the category of James Bond. The question is, in which Bond film is the main villain an enhanced ex-KGB agent who now owns his own company and breeds horses? This is one of those ex-KGB agent who owns his own company and breeds his own horses question. Been writing a lot of those recently, and I know I just reused that joke. Sorry, Tim. This match premieres after the last time I used it, so it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
A View to a Kill?
And Redshaw.
Said The Living Daylights.
Correct answer is A View to a Kill. So Boatman remains perfect, 3-1. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. In what U.S. city does Heather live in Wes Craven's New Nightmare? This is a good one, which you won't find me saying about the spooky ones very often. Someone one day was like, I'm going to try and scare people. And I was like, why? You don't have anything better to do with your time? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Redshaw.
It better not be a trick. Los Angeles.
And Boatman.
I also said Los Angeles.
It was not a trick. Los Angeles is correct. Boatman leads 4-2. Let's get to the next question, which comes in the category of Pixar. Who is on dream duty the night that joy and sadness intentionally wake Riley up in Inside Out? I've been on dream duty before. It's called watch your drunk friend and make sure they are sleeping in a position that isn't going to kill them. It's a very fun time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Me. Fear.
And Redshaw.
Fear.
Fear is correct. Keeping pace here as we move to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Trek. Who directed Star Trek First Contact? I remember my first contact with Tim. I think he picked me up at an airport once. No, that wasn't it. I pulled up on the side of the street. I got out. And I was like, Tim. And we hugged, and then the universe blew up. 5, 4, 3, 2, because we're the same person. 1. Pens down. Everyone seems to think so. We'll go to Redshaw.
Yeah, I'm very concerned for a moment. Jonathan Frakes.
And Boatman.
Director of the classic Clock Stoppers, Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan Frakes is the correct answer. Boatman's still perfect, 6-4, as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Middle Earth. Who is the first dwarf to emerge from the toilet in Bard's house when they sneak in the desolation of Smaug? Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
What a time. Sometimes I just want to see what a normal person in society would see if they just heard that in passing. What the? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Said Feely.
And Redshaw.
Is Bomber the right name for one of them?
Bomber is the name of one of them, but both are unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Dwalin. Dwalin. Okay. What a guy. So with that, there are no more perfect rounds. Bowman still leads 6-4 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC film features the main hero donning a golden suit of armor? There's this place, it's called Chicken Joe's, right across the street from where I live. I've been avoiding it for months because it's very unhealthy. But today I caved, and for about 15 minutes while I was eating it, it was great, and now I'm regretting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Redshaw.
Wonder Woman 1984.
And Boatman.
Wonder Woman 1984.
That is correct. Both are correct. As we get, all right. So we'll move to the penultimate question, which comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. How does the gorilla Luca die in War for the Planet of the Apes? There's not a whole lot of war in this film. Some skirmishes here and there, sure, but I felt lied to. Though it was a good movie, I felt I was mismarketed. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Boatman.
When in doubt, get shot.
And Redshaw.
When in doubt, get shot.
That is the cardinal rule. I do agree, but unfortunately, that is incorrect in this moment. He is stabbed by a bayonet that is on a gun, so like kind of close. But
He's
I
shot
said
with a
killed
knife.
with gun. I said killed with gun. Like,
killed with a gun. Yeah, maybe. All right, we'll move to your final question. YA, the category is YA, but the score is 7-5. So your question in YA. In the Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, which former captive has been at the facility the longest when Thomas and his friends arrive at the beginning of the film? And I'm going to read that again because I had some weird pauses in there, and I apologize. In the Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, which former captive has been at the facility the longest when Thomas and his friends arrive at the beginning of the film? It was as if there were like 4 other commas in that sentence, and I just stopped every like 2 words. It's okay. Done worse. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3.
repeat the question.
All right, that is Doc's first repeat. The question again. In the Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, which former captive has been at the facility the longest when Thomas and his friends arrive at the beginning of the film? I'll segue into Game of Thrones without telling you why I'm segueing into Game of Thrones. But there's a new show out about Game of Thrones, and I'm not going to watch it because I hate Game of Thrones because it broke my heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Redshaw.
I couldn't remember the kid's name. I said Andy.
And Boatman.
I said Toby.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We were looking for Aris. Aris. A-R-I-S. So with that, we come to the end of round number 1. Boatman in the lead with 7 to Redshaw's 5. Is that what you have, Nick? That's what I have, Tim. All right. Well, without further ado, we'll move into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece unless you like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout, as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are half of them you guys like and half of them you don't, I noticed. But it's Pixar, Star Trek, horror icons, fandom quotes, Disney animation, James Bond, DreamWorks, and Planet of the Apes. With that being said, Boatman, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Half feels a little generous. I'll defer.
All right. Redshaw, this will be your first.
Please something okay.
And it's on Planet of the Apes. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
That's not one of the okay ones. We'll spin again.
All right, sounds good. You will have to keep what it lands on this time.
Oh, it's going to be worse, ain't it?
Lands on Disney animation. All right. Doc, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Disney animation. Are you prepared?
Maybe.
Your first question. Which Disney animated film features... Which Disney animated film opens with the title character being put in a box with several other animals and being the only one not chosen? Five, 4.
Oliver and Company?
That is correct for 2 points. The tie game. Doc, your second question. Who voices the fox Nick Wilde in Zootopia?
I was like gonna mess up his name. Jason Bateman.
That is correct for 2 points.
God.
All right. Doc, your third question. How does Kocoum die in Pocahontas?
Oh,
5, 4, 3.
He's shot.
That time he was shot. That is correct.
When in doubt.
All right, Doc, your penultimate question. In Raya and the Last Dragon, what is the specific name of the object that gets broken and is guarded in heart at the beginning of the film?
I haven't seen it since theater, so we'll do multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Dragon Sphere, B, Dragon Crystal, C, Dragon Gem, D, Dragon Diamond?
Repeat the options.
All right, your options again are A, Dragon Sphere, B, Dragon Crystal, C, Dragon Gem, D, Dragon Diamond.
B.
B is incorrect. Boatman, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Dragon Sphere, B, Dragon Crystal, C, Dragon Gem, D, Dragon Diamond.
C.
C is correct for a 1-point steal. All right, and Doc, your final question. In Fantasia 2000, during the Pines of Rome section, what type of sea creatures are depicted being able to fly as we follow a baby version getting separated from its parents?
Whales.
Wales is correct for 2 more points. In the end of Doc's round number 2, he gets his score up to 13, but with that steal, Boatman is up to 8. So we'll bring back in the wheel.
I think I get 8 points every time I spin Disney animation without fail.
Boatman, this will be your first spin. Also in the Planet of the Apes.
I will spin again. It was so close.
It was. All right, you'll have to keep what it lands on this time. And it lands on Spinner's choice.
Cool. Pixar, please.
The minefield that you two just avoided is kind of amazing. Oh, that's incredible. All right.
I thought we were going to get a knockout.
Right. Boatman, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Pixar?
Yes, please.
All right, your first question. Which Pixar film features a device that holographically disguises one of the characters? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are: is it A, Cars 2, B, Up, C, Inside Out, D, WALL-E?
Cars 2.
That is correct for 1 point. Yeah, go. All right. Your second question, Boatman. In Toy Story, Woody and Buzz are chased by what kind of animal while chasing the moving van?
A dog.
That is correct. 2 points. Your third question. Who voices the witch in Brave?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Miriam Margolyes, B, Julie Walters, C, Maggie Smith, D, Emma Thompson?
I'm going to say B.
One more time.
B, as in boy.
B, Julie Walters is correct for 1 point. All right, your penultimate question. What specifically causes Luca to transform from a human back into a sea monster in Luca?
Like in general? Like, I know you're looking for a specific answer, but like anytime, or are you looking at like the specific moment? I'm trying to get at like if you mean like what causes him. I'm going to take the question at face value and assume it's that when he comes in contact with water.
We can accept that for 2 points. Just
Okay.
needed more than water. Just needed more than water. Needed him like getting wet.
Okay, I didn't know if you meant like the moment where the other kid like splashes him with water. So that's
I got
like
it. What you said is correct for 2 points. All right. Boatman, your final question. What is the name of Barley's van at the beginning of Onward?
I'm going to mess it up. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Helena, B, Guinevere, C, Elizabeth, D, Antoinette?
B, final answer.
I didn't quite hear that. What?
B as in boy or boatman or bongo.
Your B's and D's sound very similar. But yes, B is correct for one more point. The end of round number 2, Boatman gets his score up to 15. Doc close behind. Same point gap. So that round was useless, but with 13. As we move into round number 3, here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nah.
All right, your first category you can bet points on is DreamWorks. All right, we'll get bets starting with Boatman.
2.
And Redshaw.
1.
All right, your question in DreamWorks. The monsters in Monsters vs. Aliens first form as a team and defeat a giant robot at what U.S. landmark?
Boatman, why'd you tell me to bet?
Man, this has been a good time. Get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Doc, who bet 1.
White House.
And Boatman.
Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge is correct. So Boatman will gain 2 points. Doc will only lose 1 point. The score is now 17 to 12, 5-point game. As you get to the second question, you bet points on. It comes in the category of YA. We'll get bets starting with Redshaw.
1.
And Boatman.
0.
All right, the question in YA. What is the name of Edward's vampire mother in the Twilight Saga? I'll say it every time we talk about this. I didn't think they were that bad. I always hated them because I was dating someone when the third one came out or something, and she wanted to go see it, and I was like, no, I'm a man, I don't see Twilight, blah blah. But then I watched all 5 of them. No, not bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Boatman, who bet 0.
Renee.
And Redshaw.
Esme.
Esme is the correct answer. Redshaw will gain 1 point. Boatman, who bet 0, will stay right where he is. It is 17 to 13. As we get to the third question, you can bet points on. It comes in the category of Alien versus Predator. We'll get bets starting with Boatman.
0.
And Redshaw.
I'm just going to hope my last 2 categories are good. 0.
All right, for stats only. Your question in Alien versus Predator. Who plays Hawkins in 1987's Predator?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, man. Good time. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Boatman.
Shane Black.
And Redshaw.
Shane Black.
Shane Black is the correct answer, but no points gained, no points lost. As we move to the penultimate question, it's still a 4-point game. The category is Fandom Quotes. We'll get bets starting with Redshaw.
2.
And Boatman.
It's probably going to backfire on me, but I'm going to bet 0.
All right, here's the sitch. Redshaw hits, we keep going. Redshaw misses, game over. Your question of Fandom Quotes. Which Marvel mutant said the quote, "Everyone thinks it's a full-time job. Wake up a hero. Brush your teeth a hero. Go to work a hero. Not true." feel like so many matches regarding one of the two other people on this call always feel like this towards the end. Answers in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That is Doc's second repeat. You have one remaining. The question again. Which Marvel mutant said the quote, "Everyone thinks it's a full-time job. Wake up a hero. Brush your teeth a hero. Go to work a hero. Not true." Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Boatman, who got 0.
I said Beast.
And Redshaw.
If you picture it in a Russian accent, it sounds like Colossus.
Colossus is correct for 2 huge points. I was trying very hard not to read it in a Russian accent. It was very difficult for me. But Redshaw, keeping himself alive, Boatman's ahead by 2 points. It is 17-15, like it is in every goddamn Boatman match, but that's fine. We'll move into the final question, which comes in the category of the MCU. Look at bets starting with Boatman.
0.
And Redshaw.
2.
All right, here's the situation. Redshaw hits. We're tied. We go to sudden death. Redshaw misses. Caleb Boatman wins the game. Here's your question in the MCU. What was the first MCU film where the main villain doesn't die? Good Lord. Right. This is insane. Tim just got backstage. Tim, freaking out, man. Oh, he's in the dark. It's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Boatman, who got 0.
The Incredible Hulk.
And Redshaw.
This will be fun. The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk is correct. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sudden death. Wild times here on Fandom Fights. So here's how sudden death is going to work. Each player, it's like round 1 again. You're going to get a question without a category. You'll have 15 seconds to write your answer down to the question. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down. You will reveal your answer and say it aloud. The first player to take a lead over the other player will be the winner of the match. Players, any questions as we get into sudden death?
No.
Is it over yet? Stressed out.
Almost. All right, your first question in sudden death. Who kills Agent Hanaway at the beginning of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? We will take either first or last name. Get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Boatman. Oh, geez.
Oh, no.
Caleb Boatman. Boatman, quick, show your answer.
I'm cutting up real bad, but I don't have anything.
Okay. That would have been bad. Redshaw.
It's Leah Sadu, but I don't remember her name. I said White.
Leah Sadu is correct, but the correct answer was Sabine Moreau. Sabine Moreau was correct. So no points awarded. We are still tied. Boatman looks like
leave and come back. Yeah.
All right, your second question in sudden death. Which Bond film was the second one to reveal Blofeld's face? We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Redshaw.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
And Boatman.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service is correct. So point apiece. We are still tied. Let's move to the next question. Just to remind you all, Redshaw, you have one repeat remaining. Boatman, you have all three. Your third question, in sudden death. Who voices businessman and suspect Alistair Cray in Big Hero 6? It's just, there's a lot. A lot is happening at the moment. Survivor's premiering, but I'd rather be here, honestly. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Alan Tudyk.
And Redshaw.
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk is correct. We're still tied. It's 19 all. As we get to the next question in sudden death. How many Alien vs. Predator films feature both xenomorphs and predators?
Can I get a clarification? Do the things need to be living?
No. No.
So they don't need to be
xenomorph or a predator. Yeah. No.
What?
Yeah, because if you see a dead person, like that's a human. So yeah.
Okay, just one quick.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Redshaw's final repeat. The question again. How many Alien vs. Predator films feature both xenomorphs and predators? Not entirely sure what Boatman's asking. We'll figure it out later. It's fine. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Redshaw.
I avoided the obvious answer and said 3.
And Boatman.
I realized when you said xenomorphs plural that then it had to be 2.
And your winner, Caleb Boatman. The correct answer was 2. A lot of weird technicalities going on that are a little over my head, but the answer we have is 2. So we'll leave it at that. Caleb Boatman wins in sudden death. Congratulations, sir, on the win. What a match. God damn. Wild. Boatman, this mug is from the last time I felt like this in a Boatman match. Where he's winning by a substantial amount in round 3. But the other person comes back and makes it a match and either wins or gives us an incredible match. That's what happened. We'll start with our unfortunate loser today, Cameron Redshaw. Redshaw, listen, you did great. Some people may have felt down and out in round 3, and there were even a couple questions that you didn't trust yourself on that had you did, you could have avoided sudden death and maybe won the whole match. But I understand I just thought it was funny how like every sudden death category was also the ones you guys like didn't want. But
Yeah.
It's fine. It happens. Redshaw, you played great. Didn't come out on top today, but how are you feeling about the match?
I feel pretty good. The obvious answer that I was avoiding on that last question was 2, because there's 2 Alien vs. Predator films.
Yeah.
So I figured it had to be more complicated than that, and that was a mistake on my part. But I'm happy I lost, because I'm now 1-3. One
Yes.
win and 3 losses. You know who also has 1 win and 3 losses? But you guys took pity on him and bumped his record, because apparently one of those losses doesn't count. It's Andrew Barr. I want Andrew Barr now. Give it to me yesterday.
I like that. Big fan. Redshaw, I think we'll make that happen. That's good. Big fan. We'll definitely see you back next year, maybe with a new team, perhaps. Since maybe once the time has passed and wounds have healed, perhaps we'll see you back in teams as well. But
after I beat Andrew Barr, give me Jack Pinchuk. He deserves.
You're right. Let's go. We'll make it happen. Redshaw, great job today. We'll see you next time for sure. As we bring in our winner today, Caleb Boatman, who has given us another scare, to say the least. Boatman, are you ever going to have like a regular match where you like win maybe 2 questions in the round 3?
I would like that to happen, but to be fair, I will say, besides the MCU question, which to be fair, I've missed MCU questions in that of that level before. So like I wasn't expecting to be something like that. But no, other than that, I like bet zero on things that it was probably and the AVP question. That's true. I also probably, but that's one where I probably shouldn't have bet on that, and it was just something I did. Anyway, I feel good. I feel bad though, because like I feel like me overthinking that question and asking for clarification absolutely screwed Doc up, and I feel bad. Just for reference, the thing that I was asking about is there is the xenomorph skull in like the background of Predator 2, so that is why I was like getting all up in the question.
Well, the audience can wonder forever how that would have gone, because I don't even know. But regardless, Boatman, you won. Congratulations. You have gotten your record back up to 500. I believe you're like 7-7 now, something crazy like that. But going into next season with an even record, is there anyone you're looking to square off against?
Not like a top tier competitor, like, someone cool, someone where like either they win by like the third question or I win by like the third question around 3. Like, sure. I don't want it to, this is Tuig. I have anxiety. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is bad. I don't like betting, Tuig. I once went to Atlantic City and I lost both my kidneys.
Well, goddamn. Well, Boatman, congratulations on the win. The betting paid off for you today. Like 5 questions deep. We haven't had that deep of a sudden death in a long time. So both of you did really great, and congratulations on coming out on top. We'll see you next year, and we'll see you continuing on in the team's tournament with Albert. So that should be a fun time as well. But without further ado, thank you to Boatman. Thank you to Redshaw. Thank you to all of you for watching this very exciting Fandom match. Be sure to check out all the other matches coming out. We just wrapped up round 1 of the team's tournament. We're getting into round number 2 starting next week. So check that out. It's going to be a good one. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.